Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Now, I've been getting quite a few comments on my videos of people leaving how much they've got saved in their GTA 5 Maze Bank account, asking me, do I think they have enough money to afford all of the brand new content? So I thought I'd just make a quick video addressing this of what I think this DLC is going to cost and how much money you guys will need to buy everything in the brand new GTA 5 DLC. So as always, if you guys do appreciate the quick videos, all I ask is you do return the favor with a like down below, and if you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so the very first thing that's worth mentioning that's going to take a massive cost or chunk of money out of this DLC compared to previous DLCs is the property purchases. Now, with every new DLC, it usually comes with a property that we can purchase and customize and fork millions of dollars into, whether this is a clubhouse, an office, a nightclub, a bunker, an auto shop. Rockstar Games have added tons of different properties into the game over the years. However, the difference with this DLC is that they're going to be upgrading current businesses or properties that we have in the game. So we're unsure yet whether there's going to be a property that we can actually purchase that's brand new in the game. Of course, we do know that there's going to be a brand new car dealership, which I made a video on earlier today, just showing you guys the exact location of it, where we can go ahead and basically purchase the new drip feed cars, where they'll also be showcased in the window, similar to how Rockstar Games showcased the brand new vehicles over at the LS car meet. They're going to be doing so over at the auto shop, which is located directly across the road from Record 8 Studios. However, this property, like I said, I don't think is going to be purchasable. The Record 8 Studios, we can't buy that in the game. However, we can go ahead and visit it, go visit Dr. Dre in the Record Studio, similar to a few other properties that are just there to basically enjoy the game with and not necessarily run as a business. So for the fact that we're not going to be getting this is going to save us between 3 to 5 million compared to other DLCs. Now, I will say on average the previous DLCs will probably set you around $20 million if you was to buy everything. However, of course, Rockstar Games aren't going to be releasing every single thing to do with this DLC in one big go. They are going to be drip feeding cars throughout the coming weeks and months. Now, another reason why it's quite risky or dodgy to assume the prices that Rockstar Games are going to come out with this DLC. We could do it for the last few years because they did increase the overall prices of GTA a few years ago. However, they kept it a level balance of just keeping things really expensive. Whereas with this DLC, they did mention that they're going to be massively increasing payouts across the board. So whether you guys are MCs, CEOs, bodyguards, or even grinding heists, everything is going to be getting a massive increase, even adversary modes and contact missions. So that does lead me on to the question, with all of these increased payouts, are we going to see some sort of inflation with the actual prices of cars? And if you guys have no idea what the word inflation means, I'm basically saying, are the prices of cars going to increase similar to how they are talking about the gas prices increasing in real life? We can't use gas in the game, but we can purchase cars, and everything is going up in real life. And Rockstar Games do, of course, try to follow recent trends, whether that's characters based off real characters in real life like Elon Musk. They're always on the money with recent topics. So this DLC, for all we know, these cars could come out extremely expensive. So I do want you guys to take this with a pinch of salt. And like I said, when they do get released, I will be covering every single thing in detail, from all of the brand new vehicles, secret challenges, properties, weapons. So make sure you guys do hit the little bell so you do keep up to date as soon as I post a brand new video. Now, the best comparison to probably make to work out how much money we're going to need is just to look at last summer's update, because obviously that's the most recent update and it did come out around the same time period. There will be roughly the same amount of cars released to last summer's update. Of course, last summer's update was the LS Tuners update, and there were 17 cars in total that were included with that DLC. But like I mentioned earlier, only 10 of those 17 were available at launch, and those other 7 were drip fed into the game over the coming weeks. I'll pull up a few images of the LS Tuners cars, because if you guys don't remember, they were mainly sports cars. They weren't really supercars, so they weren't like super expensive when they did drop. However, they did come with quite a few different customizations, as of course they were part of the LS Tuners update. Now, of course, the trailer did get released 2 days ago, which did showcase a fair few cars. I believe it was around 12, 13 13 cars. I did make a video fully breaking down what cars these are and what they're based off in real life, so if I do remember, I will leave a link to that video down low in the description. However, of course, because Rockstar Games showcased so many cars in the trailer, I think it's safe to say that we will be receiving, similar to the LS Tuners update, 10 cars minimum on launch. So there could be potentially 17 to 20 cars easily included in this DLC minimum, which of course is way more than people initially thought. But of course now people have realized that we won't be receiving a purchasable property with this DLC. It does make sense for Rockstar Games to release more vehicles. Now of course we officially do know that 2 of these cars are going to come with Amani tech, which of course do come with features such as anti-missile lock-on jammers. There's also going to be Benny upgrade cars, LS tuner cars, and of course for you guys that play on the PS5 and Xbox Series, there's also going to be 2 special HSW upgrade cars. So there is quite a load of upgrades and cars, like I said, different types and styles getting added with this DLC, which of course, as I'm sure we're all aware by now, once you guys fully customize these vehicles, they can massively increase the cost of what you think this DLC is going to cost you guys. Now, if we look at the actual average price of vehicles recently of Rockstar Games' recent DLCs, they are averaging between 900k to over $2.2 million. So we're going to round it up at, let's say, $1.5 million per car, because the cheaper end ones will probably cost you guys $1 million, and the more expensive ones obviously are going to be between $2 to $3 million. So let's say on average that Rockstar Games release 20 vehicles with this brand new DLC, an average cost of 1.5 million per car. We're talking at a cost of $30 million to buy all of the brand new DLC vehicles. And of course, like I said, certain vehicles are going to come with expensive upgrades like the Amani tech or Benny's upgrades, and if you guys play on the PS5 and Xbox Series, the HSW upgrades can be very, very expensive also. And like I said earlier on in the video, with the summer LS Tuners update, whilst the cars weren't too expensive, but because they were Tuners cars, the customizations were extremely expensive because they came with so many. So if you was to fork another $1 million into each of these vehicles, let's say on average, after customizations, we're probably looking at more near the 50 million mark. Now of course that is on the high end, so if you're talking about just on the low end of things, you could be seeing more around the 35 million to 40 million per vehicle. But like I said, these customizations are not cheap whatsoever, and of course with all of the payouts being increased, I can definitely see 100% Rockstar Games increasing the average prices of vehicles. One money method specifically that a lot of players have been grinding out intensively for the last few years is obviously Cayo Perico, because it can be done solo very, very easily and earn you guys millions of dollars. The Cayo Perico heist is one of the biggest things that will be getting nerfed with this DLC, just showing you guys that there is going to be a massive change in the economy within GTA 5. Now of course, whilst I did mention that Rockstar Games and pretty much everyone can see that there's not going to be a new property that we can purchase with this game, they have announced that we can extend the amount of properties we can own from 8 to 10. So whilst this isn't necessarily a massive purchase, I'm pretty sure all of you guys are going to be like myself and you are going to extend your garage space. Now of course, the price of properties or apartments in GTA 5 can massively differentiate whether you guys get a 2-car garage or you get a 10-car apartment. So of course these will probably set you guys back another 1 to 2.5 million depending what ones you guys buy. So like I said, that is going to be another sizable chunk of money that you guys will need if you are looking to extend your property portfolio in GTA 5, and especially if you guys are going to be like me and you're going to be wanting to buy all of these brand new vehicles, because like I said, there is probably going to be 20 brand new vehicles with this brand new DLC, 10 on launch, and I can see them drip feeding maybe 10 over the next few weeks. You guys will definitely be needing more garage space, so this is definitely a cost you will have to consider. Now that isn't everything. Of course, we are also going to be receiving 2 brand new weapons, which I made a video on earlier today, one being a bolt action rifle and another one being an assault rifle. Now of course there's no given price of what these are going to cost, but going off similar guns that we have in the game already and what got released with the most recent DLC, they are still pretty expensive and will set you guys back a few $100,000. So let's say on average that these two cost you guys $500,000 to 600k. We're talking about another $1 million on just the 2 weapons, and that's without all the little fancy customizations, the camos, which will also set you guys back a little 50, 100k here and there. So that will probably set you guys back another $1 million. Now of course they also add a bunch of brand new clothing with DLCs, and of course this is fully dependent on what you guys like and what you guys like to purchase. Clothing is extremely expensive in GTA 5 Online, as I'm sure all of you guys are aware, hence the reason most people only buy a few items, make an outfit and then stick with that outfit. But on average, if you guys were to buy all of the clothing items from previous DLCs, they would also set you guys back a hefty $1 million. So like I said, this DLC potentially could be very, very expensive, considering we're getting updates across the board with nightclub owners, bikers, gun runners and executives. They're probably going to add clothes for all 4 of these business types, just meaning that we could potentially see a ton of new threads getting added, which of course means you guys are going to need more money if you do want to go ahead and buy everything. So when we take everything into account, all of the brand new vehicles, the weapons, buying new properties and the clothes, on a low end you're probably going to need around $30 million to buy everything, and on the high end we're talking $60 million. So like I said, I will be covering every single thing to do with this DLC in full content, spending all of my money so you guys don't have to, so you can work out what's best and what you guys do want to purchase. So make sure you guys do turn notifications on for my channel so you do keep up to date. However, that is going to do it from me, guys. Hopefully you guys do appreciate me going into detail of how much I think you guys will need to purchase everything in the brand new Criminal Enterprises DLC. If you guys do appreciate the videos, all I ask is you take 2 seconds to return the favor with a like down below, and if you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.